Welcome to Legvold Farms. We're located in Northfield, Minnesota, and here's our 2-year cycle of how we farm. We start tilling, not with a deep ripper or a big plow, but with a 25-foot no-till drill. That's putting cereal rye right into the ground just after we harvested soybeans. In the spring, the rye comes up, and we fertilize a 5-inch wide by 8-inch deep strip. The fertilizer goes right where the corn plant will need it through an air injection system. 40 pounds of nitrogen plus phosphorus, potash, zinc, and sulfur, just in the right amounts, right where it's needed. Right after we're done strip tilling, we can plant our corn. Because of GPS, it goes right into the 5-inch strip where the fertilizer is. See the rye still growing? That's called planting green. No dust, wind erosion, or water erosion at all. We just keep the soil right where it belongs. And sometimes we plant really, really green. After we terminate the rye chemically, the field looks like it has a nice mulch bed on it, and that keeps the weeds down to a minimum. When the corn comes up, we add fertilizer to it with a 12-row liquid injection system, about 100 pounds per acre of nitrogen. The black boxes on the back are broadcasting a cover crop seed. That's a mix to help build soil health, reduce erosion in the fall, and add nutrients. Do you notice anything missing from this field? We did not plant rye the year before, and I had to use more chemical to keep the weed pressure at a minimum back then. Now, we use a whole lot less because of the rye cover crop. Do you see the seeds? They're going to stay there until the corn starts to die off and the sunlight allows them to germinate. Now our fields look like this between the rows where the corn is growing, keeping the moisture in the soil, even in the dry years. This is a different farmer's field, one who doesn't use cover crops and tills a lot. It was hard and dry, tough for the corn to grow. In the fall, the field has a nice green cover crop growing on it, and we start to harvest. Lots of extra organic matter is added to the soil, and some of the roots of these plants go down over 5 feet deep. Do we worry about getting out there and plowing it for the winter? Not even a little. All the corn and cover crop debris will keep our soil where it belongs. Thank you very much. And we aren't spending hours bouncing along in a big tractor wasting gallons of diesel fuel. Spring comes and all the roots from the cornfield the year before have died because of the frost. That aerates the soil and gives the worms something to eat. The no-till drill comes right on top, planting this year's soybeans, and the cycle starts again. I hope you've enjoyed this video and learned a little on how we take care of the environment while we farm in Northfield, Minnesota.